The silence of day 4. The power didn't go out with a bang. It went out with a hum that just stopped. You're sitting in your living room staring at a black screen waiting for the reboot. It doesn't come. You check your phone. No bars. You look out the window. The street lights are dead. Your neighbor, Gary, the guy who lends you his lawnmower and talks about the local football team, is standing on his porch looking at his own phone with the same blank expression. In 24 hours, Gary will still be your friend. In 48 hours, Gary will be an acquaintance you're wary of. By hour 72, Gary is a calorie-burning machine with a family to feed. And you? You are a resource or an obstacle. The 72-hour rule isn't a suggestion, it is a biological countdown. Civilization is a thin veneer of cheap paint over a rusted hull. When the heat goes out and the grocery store shelves look like a locust swarm hit them, that paint starts to peel. The biological clock. You think you're a civilized human being. You're not. You are a biological system held together by a fragile chemical balance. Let's talk about the rule of threes. You can survive 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter in extreme cold, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. But there is a hidden 3. 3 days without a social contract. When the adrenaline of the initial event wears off, usually around hour 48, cortisol takes over. Cortisol is the stress hormone. It's designed to keep you alive in the woods, not in a cul-de-sac. It sharpens your senses, but blunts your empathy. By day 3, your brain's prefrontal cortex, the part that handles logic and social cooperation, is being bypassed by the amygdala. Fear doesn't look like screaming. It looks like a man staring at your backyard garden while his daughter cries because she's thirsty. Biology doesn't care about your mortgage or your shared history. It cares about blood sugar and hydration. The advantage. You are watching this, which means you still have the luxury of thought. Most people are pre-victims. They spend the first 48 hours waiting for someone in a uniform to show up and tell them what to do. They waste their energy pacing, doom scrolling on dead phones, and eating their perishable food without a plan. Your advantage isn't a bunker or a year's supply of freeze-dried beef. Your advantage is the understanding that the normalcy bias is a death sentence. While your neighbors are mourning the loss of the internet, you are preparing for the arrival of the cold. Method 1. The microclimate. Your new world. Your house is too big. Stop trying to live in it. When the furnace dies, your home becomes a heat sink. It will suck the warmth out of your body until your core temperature drops and your heart slows to a sluggish crawl. You cannot heat a 2,000 square foot house with candles or a small stove. Choose one room. Ideally, one with the fewest windows and no north-facing walls. Seal it. Use duct tape and heavy plastic, or even trash bags and staples to cover the vents and the cracks under the doors. You are creating a warm room. If it's winter, pitch a tent inside that room. Your body generates about 100 watts of heat at rest. In a small, insulated tent, that's enough to raise the temperature by 10 degrees. It will feel cramped. It will smell like unwashed skin and desperation. That's the smell of staying alive. Method 2. The art of trash hydration. The water in your pipes is a finite resource. Once the pressure drops, it's gone. The average person drinks 2 liters a day, but you'll need more for hygiene and cooking. Do not go to the river. The river is where the desperate go. The river is where the bacteria from the broken sewage plants congregate. Instead, look at your water heater. There are 30 to 50 gallons of pressurized, relatively clean water sitting in that tank. But what happens when that runs out? You look at your roof. A single inch of rain on a 1,000 square foot roof yields 600 gallons of water. Use your trash cans, line them with heavy-duty contractor bags, move your downspouts. If it's not raining, look for hidden water. The tank behind your toilet, not the bowl, the tank is clean water. The ice in your freezer is water. Filter everything, not just with a fancy ceramic filter, but with a pre-filter. Use a t-shirt folded 4 times to catch the grit and the dead insects. Boil it until the bubbles look like they're angry. If you can't boil it, use 2 drops of unscented bleach per liter. It will taste like a swimming pool, but it won't kill you with dysentery. Method 3. The calorie ledger. Hunger is a psychological weapon. Your stomach will growl after 6 hours. By 24 hours, you'll feel a headache. By 72 hours, your body begins autophagy. It starts eating itself. You need to stop moving. In a survival situation, every movement is a withdrawal from a bank account that isn't receiving deposits. If you are cold, you are burning calories. If you are pacing, you are burning calories. Eat your wet food first, the stuff in the fridge that's starting to sweat. Don't touch the dry pasta or rice yet. They require your precious water to cook. Focus on fats. A spoonful of peanut butter or a tin of sardines provides more sustainable energy than a bag of crackers. Forget breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those are constructs of a world with a grocery store. Eat when your focus starts to slip. 1 meal a day, eaten slowly, is better for your morale than grazing on scraps until they're gone. Method 4. Visual deception, or grayscaling. The most dangerous thing you can be on day 4 is prepared. If your house is the only one with lights in the windows, you are a target. If your chimney is pumping out wood smoke while everyone else is freezing, you are an invitation. If you're wearing a clean, tactical-looking jacket, you look like you have something worth taking. On day 4, you must look like everyone else, tired, cold, and empty-handed. Cover your windows with black blankets or cardboard. No light leaks. If you have to cook, do it at 3 a.m. when the smell won't travel as far and the neighborhood is in its deepest sleep. Keep your trash inside. A pile of empty food cans in your bin tells the world you're still eating. This isn't about paranoia, it's about managing the resource gap. When people realize help isn't coming, they look for the person who looks like they don't need help. Don't be that person. Method 6. The sanitation wall. Chaos has a specific smell. It's the smell of human waste. When the toilets stop flushing, the clock on a cholera or typhoid outbreak starts ticking. Do not flush the toilet one last time. You're wasting gallons of water. Line your toilet with 2 heavy-duty trash bags. Use dry materials to cover waste, sawdust, shredded newspaper, or even dried dirt from the garden. This is the 2-bag system, one for liquids, one for solids. It's disgusting. It's uncomfortable. It's the only thing standing between you and a fever that will kill you faster than any intruder. Keep your waste far from your warm room. Keep it sealed. In a collapse, your biggest enemy isn't a man with a gun. It's a microscopic organism in your own waste. Method 7. The perimeter of sound. In a world without cars and humming refrigerators, the silence is heavy. You can hear a footstep on gravel from 50 yards away. You can hear a car door slam 3 blocks over. You need to use this. Stop talking. If you have to speak, whisper. Noise is a flare. Set up simple, ugly alarms. A string across your porch steps attached to a pile of empty tin cans won't stop an intruder, but it will give you the 5 seconds of warning you need to wake up and decide whether to hide or fight. Place crunchy debris under your windows. You aren't building a fortress, you are building an early warning system. Your ears are now your primary sensory input. Use them. Method 8. The psychological pivot. The 72-hour mark is when the wait-and-see crowd turns into the do-whatever-it-takes crowd. This is the moment you must decide who you are. If you spend your time trying to save everyone, you will save no one. This is the harshest truth of the 4th day. You will see people you know making terrible decisions. You will see suffering. If you open your door to every knock, your resources will be gone by day 5, and you will be just another person waiting to die. Establish your inner circle now. If they're not in the house by hour 12, they're not coming. Tighten your world. Empathy is a luxury of the well-fed. The reality of the 4th day. By the time the sun rises on day 4, the world has changed. The community has fractured into a series of isolated cells. The grocery stores are empty shells. The local police are either overwhelmed or at home protecting their own families. The 72-hour rule is a filter. It strips away the ego, the social status, and the illusions. What's left is the animal.
Most people think survival is about gear. It's not. It's about the refusal to be surprised by the darkness. It's about knowing that Gary from next door is no longer Gary. He is a predator driven by the most basic biological imperatives. You don't need to be the strongest. You just need to be the one who accepted the end of the world 3 days before everyone else did. The lights aren't coming back on tonight. Maybe not tomorrow, but you've already made your peace with the dark. Survival isn't a victory. It's a series of successful trades. Your comfort for your life, your pride for your safety.